Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, the title of this is Government Sucks, but it doesn't have to. I mean, you know, I get accused sometimes by my wife of being Captain Obvious, but as I always say, I think being obvious works. It's simple. We always forget the obvious. So many times we try to solve a problem and we make it too complicated when the solution is pretty easy. For example, as I always mention, the key to losing weight is diet and exercise, however you want to do it. But government sucks. So let's break it down. What is government? Government is something that we've created, and it began way back when, and by now you would think that we would have perfected government. Maybe we would if it wasn't for the political gangsters. But government is supposed to do, it's very simple. You learned this in political science class. Government is supposed to do collectively that which collectively everybody individually can't do. Let's take a community, a city, a county, a state, or a country. For example, in the country, it's the military. In a state, it's the roads, right? I mean, there's all these things that we need government to handle. Why? Because individuals can't do them. That's why you have government. Law and order. The safety of the people is numero uno in government, local, state, or federal. Somewhere along the lines, we have expanded government to do things which government shouldn't be doing. And then on top of that, we have government that's not friendly. You know, they forget it. All these politicians forget. They're elected. Their salaries are paid by us, the taxpayers. All the bureaucrats in every city, county, state in this country are paid by you and me. They forget that. How many times do you encounter someone in government that treats you like crap? You know what I always say? Life is hard enough. On a daily basis, dealing with life is difficult enough that we don't need individuals and people and things and places that make it even more difficult when they don't have to be. Just like when you get treated bad by somebody, isn't it wonderful? Like if you go get your driver's license renewed or some other interaction with government and they're friendly and they treat you well. The problem is that we've allowed this to happen. It's our fault. It's the taxpayers' fault. It's the voters' fault. I don't know anybody, I don't know anybody who thinks we have plenty of government. I don't know anybody that says we should have more government. I don't know anybody that likes government. And that's sad. Government doesn't have to suck. Government should be our teammate. Government should be our helper. Just think the whole attitude, the changing of the attitude of government, how we could change this country. Every city, every county, the states, and the federal government. I'm running for governor of Kentucky, and I intend to change the attitude about government in the state of Kentucky. Just think about that. The governor has great authority to just change the whole mindset of state government. All those regulatory departments that are under his power. Let me give you an example about this governor, Governor Beshear. First, the complete meddling in our lives relative to COVID. Power hungry. Now we have this governor trying to play weatherman. I mean, this guy comes out and says, you know, tells us how to drive, when to go out, weather, and everything else. I'm like, really? Do you want your governor being your weatherman? I don't think you do. I don't think you do at all. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, I am a conservative, libertarian, Trump guy. At the same time, I can draw inspiration from all kinds of places. Now, at least this Democrat, like his brother, if you look in the 1960s, was a conservative Democrat. And it's Bobby Kennedy. And Bobby Kennedy was famous for saying, and I think it was a George Bernard Shaw quote, and I hope I don't butcher it, that says, "Some people see things and ask why. I see things and ask why not." You know, we can change. That's that willpower to do it, the ability to do it, the leadership to do it. And these maxims that I'm talking about go across issues. I think anybody who's running for the governor of Kentucky, there's plenty of issues that you could ask a candidate like myself about and say, well, what's your position on this? And I might have that position on that issue. But think of the countless issues that there are. Like, for example, somebody hits me, well, this is going on in Magoffin County and blah, 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 blah. Well, at the present time, I may not know what that issue is. Heck, I may never know what that every issue is in the state of Kentucky. Come on, that's unrealistic. But as a Kentucky voter and a Kentucky citizen and a Kentucky taxpayer, you know what you can count on? You will know my general philosophy about governing and government. Less government, more freedom. I had somebody tell me that I shouldn't use the word more freedom because we already have those freedoms. Really? I agreed with that person, but come on, where are you in this world if you don't think those freedoms are being chipped away? Because they are. So, ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, government does suck, but it doesn't have to. If you elect me governor of the state of Kentucky, I will make sure that government becomes your partner. Government will not be your enemy. Let me give you an example. Another example. This has popped in my head because I really admire the construction trades. I really do. People who develop, people who are contractors, subcontractors, I admire the hell out of them. We built a house a year ago, and just the interaction on a daily basis with these people, you admire them more and more and more. And by the way, they worked all through the COVID crap. Is you will hear all the time of these people, permit process, this process, that the roadblocks, the regulatory crap that just hits them. Shouldn't be that way. You know, if there's an issue, the government and that private company, that private person, there ought to be a spirit of how do we resolve this? How do we resolve this to where the collective good isn't harmed and you have more freedom? Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, thank you for watching these videos, and please share them with anybody you know in Kentucky. The way a movement begins is the word is spread. I need you to spread that word.